Today we'll be having a lot of excitement about the Champions League, and I'll be dropping games on today's Europa League. But before I go into that, I would just like to advise anybody taking game from my WhatsApp or be taking game from this video, please don't play games with your last card or your last money or the money very important to you. You play games with your spare money, because there is no poacher that's really perfect in this betting game. So please, I don't want you to be too much confident about it. But another thing I would like to say is that anytime you see a game, please kindly re-edit it to your taste. Feel safe about what you're doing. Don't just do because somebody's doing it. Even when you want to do it the way the person is playing, you can still restructure how you feel about it. So I'll be dropping game basically based on BetKing and Sportsbet. I'll be dropping the booking now. I don't have much time to be analyzing why I pick this team or I don't pick this team, or this is why. But my next video, I think I'll be more visual and detail about how I pick my betting team or the other one. But this time I will just drop bookings for you guys. So let's start by the way. Let's go straight into the Champions League, which I am supposed to have done this video last week, but due to a couple of things, and I have been down for some time now right now, so I'm just getting back and just getting my feet. So I will use this opportunity to beat up what happened last week and what happened Tuesday and Wednesday basically. So I'll start with Group A, where we have Liverpool, where we have Liverpool, Ajax, Rangers, and Napoli. Napoli trashing Liverpool 4-1. That was last week, and Rangers beating Ajax beating Rangers 4-0, which was a very disappointing score for Liverpool or Rangers, because we definitely were expecting more from Liverpool, Rangers as well. But basically, Rangers are one of two major key players of their team that brought them into the Champions League, which is Aribo and Bassi. So I was expecting the fall, but not as to this level. It was really bad for them. When they really had a good play, but they didn't find the balance to the team. Ajax very solid, doing what they used to do, taking the game easy, the easy flow in the game and every other thing got them where they are. Bassi very solid in that team, good defending. I feel Bassi is another player that's gonna give Ajax a lot of money. So just aside, then weekend where we had Napoli beats Rangers again 3-0. So right now I'm not seeing I'm not seeing Napoli to really I'm not seeing Rangers to really come out great in this group anymore, because the factor is now odd against them, and I don't know, for me they are not up to the standard yet. So but at least that then we have Liverpool Ajax. Sometimes it looks like it's not the Liverpool I really know playing right now, because they have to struggle to win Ajax at Anfield. Well, at home, because it takes them. I think that it was 98 minutes where Fabio had to get the winning goal for them. They really struggled. They play high depth, good tactics, but Ajax were really solid. Bring the game to them and everything. But I felt Liverpool could just do more, because losing to Napoli 4-0 actually speaks a lot of volume, and I felt like they need to up to the stand. They need to stand to the stand and take it from where they stopped. But it wasn't easy for Liverpool as of now, because not just the Champions League, even the league, they did not find the balance to the way they play and everything. But definitely we know Liverpool is a good team and might turn out to something we were not expecting. So I will still have highs on Liverpool. So the Group A, the league table stands like Napoli 6 points, win their two matches in the Champions League. Liverpool had 3 points, win only Ajax. That was yesterday, and Ajax had 3 points, which they win Rangers in their first match, and Rangers has 0 points. So it's still much rooms to go there. There are still more matches to play. So we keep our fingers crossed. So straightly I'll go to Group B, where we have Atletico Madrid, Porto, Club Brugge, and Bayern Leverkusen. This particular group, where I have definitely give it up for Atletico and Porto, but this is football. Things happens where things you don't even imagine happen, and a lot of things happen. Well, the first match they played last week, Atletico come out fine, where they actually beat Porto at home 2-1, and a late goal for Atletico as well. But I felt like, okay, it's the starting of the Champions League where everybody is tense, so I wasn't worried about that one, where I still put them on the highest team. Then Club Brugge played Bayern Leverkusen and win 1-0. So that was the first week of the Champions League. Then the one they played Tuesday and Wednesday, where we had Bayern Leverkusen beating Atletico 2-0. That was something else for me. I didn't see that one coming. I put Atletico ahead of them, though I don't really play bet or who will win, or my own is around 2.5 or 1.5, so that's where I play. But if I'm going to be realistic, like if I'm going to play the game, I would have said, okay, Atletico is gonna win over Bayern Leverkusen. But turn out to Bayern Leverkusen at 2-0 against even Atletico could not even find the back of the net. That was really, really disappointing for me. I felt like Diego Simeone needs to do something about the team, and it's not just in the Champions League as well. Just having the same syndromes like Liverpool. Well, the most stunning defeat in that group was FC Porto losing at home to Club Brugge 4-0. Disappointing game for me as well. I don't know, the old team structure, the full time they play, they didn't even deserve. They didn't deserve to be in the Champions League. If I'm judging with this particular game, losing to Club Brugge 4-0, and it was well for me. Club Brugge dominates, good finish, had a high pace, running up the ball, and they got I'll say they got everything right. Well, as a stable stand in Group B, where we have Club Brugge in 6 points, we have Bayern Leverkusen 3 points, we have Atletico Madrid 3 points, we have Porto, which I was taking ahead of everybody, is 0 points. This is really, really, really bad for Porto. Where this is Champions League, you see what you are not expecting. That's why it's a big boys football and it's the Kings football. So straight up, let's go to the group update, which is Group C, where we have Barcelona, Inter, Bayern Munich, and Victoria Plzen. So, well, naturally, I've ticked Barcelona and Bayern Munich ahead, and it's turning out to be like that. But feel sorry for Victoria Plzen. I felt like coming to taste the Champions League and being in this group is just a setup, but it has to be like that. It's a draw. It's not something somebody picks from somewhere or anywhere. So it happens. Yeah. Barcelona in the first opening match, they beat Victoria Plzen 5-1. But you know, sometimes as a new team coming into the Champions League, you'll still be glad scoring against a team like Barcelona. So Barcelona beat them 5-1. Then Inter Bayern Munich, where Inter lose to Bayern Munich at home, well, which is not surprising. We know how good Bayern Munich is. We know what they have in front with Sané, with Mane, with Muller. The whole squad is just too intense to play against Bayern Munich. They deal with you when you make mistakes. Now, that's what happened in the midweek when they played against Bayern Munich. When Bayern Munich played against Barca had a whole lot of chances, and Bayern Munich had to punish them because they didn't seal their chances. Lewandowski was too overwhelmed, maybe because he was playing against his old side, or he just wants to deliver at all costs. So too much pressure on him, I guess, but he didn't find the back of the net. Bayern Munich did what they used to do to Barcelona, so 2-0 to Bayern Munich at home. Well, I'll be looking forward to the second leg. Let's see whether Bayern Munich is going to complete what they really used to do to Barcelona. Then Inter beat Victoria Plzen 2-0. So right now their table: Bayern Munich 6 points, Barcelona 3 points, Inter Milan 3 points, and Victoria 0 points. Out of the old tables now, the last people in the group is always having a 0 point. I don't know why this particular Champions League is like this, where the bottom line is always 0 point and no contribution to the game. But this is still the Champions League where we can still be okay, let's go to Group D, where we had Frankfurt, we have Tottenham, we have Sporting Lisbon, and Marseille. Where I already tipped what do we call it? Tottenham to be the best in this team, but it's looking the other way around, where we are Frankfurt and Sporting doing really, really well. Yeah, Marseille is not keeping up to the task. No, it's been a while they've been to the Champions League, so I can't really push for that, but I expect Tottenham to do really, really well. Well, in this group, in the first match where they played, in this group where we had Frankfurt played against Sporting at home, and Sporting defeat them 3-0. It was a good game for Sporting, real balance. I don't know, Sporting look really, really magnetic with the ball. They took the ball to their left, take it to their opponent, and get the result. Tottenham in the other way around had a very, very hectic game with Marseille. Marseille being the defensive side, being solid. Marseille had the red card in the match, and they had the open space, and then Tottenham took the advantage. Then in the one that happened yesterday, where we had Sporting against Tottenham, where I felt like Tottenham will have definitely defeated Sporting Lisbon, but no, it was the other way around, where Sporting actually had 2-0 against Tottenham, and Marseille lose at home to Frankfurt, which that one was, I don't really know what's wrong with that, with Marseille side. They need to be scoring. They are playing really, really well, but I just don't feel like they're not just getting the back of the hands on their own terms. So the tables for Group D, The table for Group D, where we had Sporting Lisbon 6 points, Tottenham 3 points, Frankfurt 3 points, then Marseille is 0 points. Still looking like the same table we've been having. F right now. Group F is one of the most competitive group in the Champions League side. When I was looking forward to Chelsea AC Milan, it's going to be a great match. But the fact right now is that even as well busting for Chelsea, things are not really going their way right now in this group. And to think of what is really going on with the Chelsea team, Sterling coming from a City side, I know the mentality and everything, and Chelsea and Sterling bossing the striking role of a team that's already made, where they have good players out there. I don't really know what is going. They had the change of team, the change of coach. Well, losing to Dynamo Zagreb actually cost the former coach's job, which is Tuchel, and now they had Potter, which I guess okay, maybe that's an improvement when you don't lose completely when you get a point. Okay, well, I'll give you the scoreline in the first match that cost Tuchel, where Chelsea played Dynamo Zagreb and they lost 1-0 to Dynamo Zagreb. And the second match where the first match cost Tuchel's job, and now they have Potter where they play Salzburg and they still play 1-1 at home. Well, maybe a point is an improvement for the team. I don't really know right now, but for me, Chelsea is not really doing well. I would love to see them do great. Then Salzburg AC Milan 1-1. Then AC Milan Dynamo Zagreb AC Milan 3-0. What a wow for me. This is why I'm looking forward to Chelsea AC Milan match, because we have Tomori, we have Giroud. I think we have Bakayoko AC Milan right now. These are former Chelsea boys that's going to do the battle down to Chelsea, and I'll really want to see how it turn out. So the table for Group F is turned out to be AC Milan 4 points, Dynamo 3 points, Salzburg 2 points, and Chelsea, that's supposed to be the champion, is the last on the table, which is 1 point. But let's look out for what turns out to be Chelsea's fate out here, because I don't want to put them in that spot like they'll be coming to the Europa League, but I felt like, okay, let's just see, but let's just look what happened in Chelsea AC Milan match and let's take it from there. Well, Group F, where we have Sporting, we have Leipzig, we have Schalke, we have Madrid. Automatically, I don't think we need to have a doubt here that Madrid is going to boss this group, regardless of how the team is, regardless of the mentality, regardless of what they put on for Madrid. So the first match where Madrid goes to Celtic's home, beat Celtic 3-0, expected as usual. Then Leipzig Schalke, I felt like Leipzig were supposed to do better in this match because they were at home and they had a great attacking, but Schalke the next, being a stubborn side, actually took the game over. Then we have Leipzig 1, then Schalke 4. Then the one that happened Tuesday or Wednesday, where we have Schalke played against Celtic and they drew. That's to show you how competitive Celtic is too, but Madrid was just too strong for them to handle. Then Madrid against Leipzig, where Madrid won 2-0. So there's not really much talking point on this particular table. We all expected, I believe we all expected Madrid to boss the table. So Madrid 6 points in the table, Schalke 4 points, Celtic 1 point. Then Leipzig, that's a disappointment for me. I expect them to be somewhere in between the table as 0 points. So then the last two groups, then we have Group G, where we have Borussia Dortmund, we have Sevilla, we have Copenhagen, and we have Manchester City. Well, King of England are actually doing the Champions League the King's way. Then we have Sevilla losing to Manchester City 4-0. Haaland, super grateful. I felt like this is what Man City just got what they've been missing a long ago. A crazy striker that knows where to position and find the ball at the right time. A Zlatan structure with a Van Nistelrooy technique. But for me, Man City is still going. Haaland is still going to do more. I expect more records to be break with this guy because of the kind of team he's playing for. De Bruyne great, Bernardo Silva great, Mahrez great. The attacking option is just so superb. So Man City, Man City beat Sevilla 4-0 at home. Then Borussia Dortmund 3-0 to about that. Then Copenhagen against Sevilla 0-0. Then Man City, Borussia Dortmund, another intensive game. Haaland finding the back of the net against his former team and giving Man City the victory in that group. Well, there's no surprise about it. I felt the same way I predicted it, like, okay, Man City Dortmund is going to come out of the group, and I'm seeing it that way. But we can't still write Sevilla and Copenhagen off. The tables, it was like Man City 6 points, Dortmund 3 points. We have Copenhagen 1 point. We have Sevilla 1 point. Then the last group in this factor, where we have Group H, where we have Benfica, we have PSG, we have Juventus, and we have Haifa. Well, the same story for me for for Victoria PLZ. Then it comes to the same story where you come into this kind of a group and you're playing PSG, you're playing Juventus as a newcomer in the game. You have to be very, very solid because these teams are really, really disciplined. They know, and the Champions League is just a tradition to them, so it's going to cost you a lot, a hand and a leg. So, but for me, I feel like maybe let's just give I5 the exposure what they need, but seriously, it's going to cost them what they don't expect. Well, but for me, disappointing one for Juventus in this group, 0 points in this table, which I was not expecting, where I was expecting Juventus to lock arms with PSG, but it was never the case. Well, the first match where Benfica had to play I5, Benfica went 2-0 against I5, then PSG, Juventus, where PSG went 2-1. And one thing about this Champions League, this both Champions League, I felt Neymar has been really, really disciplined, making assists and scoring goals. Is just, I felt like he's not just a normal Neymar. This particular Neymar is really serious with business. I don't know, maybe he felt the pressures from Mbappe and Alan or something. So, and he felt like he was supposed to be in the spotlight more than these people. But right now, to overtake those boys from the spotlight is going to be very, very difficult. But I see a serious Neymar this time around. So. Then Juventus at home against Benfica, lose to Benfica again, 2-1 to Benfica, and I5 losing 3-1 to PSG. And good thing is that they got a consolation goal for themselves. So as the table stand, we have PSG 6 points, we have Benfica 6 points, we have Juventus 0 points, and we have I5 0 points. At this point, Champions League is just Champions League. What you expected most of the times might not be your way, and that is why it's the King's Football. So hello guys, just comment in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what's going to happen to teams like Chelsea, teams like Juventus.